Today is Thursday, May the 30th, and I managed to snag an appointment with my favorite physiotherapist. Her name is Sol Yoon. She works at Ace Wellness, and she's the best physiotherapist that I know. I've been to a few, and the vibes were kind of off, and the conversation wasn't really flowing, and it was just awkward, and they left me in the room for some amount of time, so I didn't really like that. But when I first met Saul, it was amazing. She worked on my boyfriend. She helped him, I believe, with his tendinitis or his tennis elbow tendinitis. Every time he has a problem, he goes to her, and she's amazing. And now I started going to her for my toe rehab. I went one time already, but I couldn't do much because I had gone 2 weeks after I broke my foot, so nothing could really be done. So right now I'm going back. Today was the first day I took off my bandage, and I'm leaving my toe without a bandage. So that's a big deal because it's been 6 weeks wrapped up. Obviously I change it every few days, but I'm letting my toe air out now, and it looks pretty shitty, but it's starting to feel better. I can't put pressure on it, and it's definitely not better, and I can't walk normally, but it's slowly allowing my joint to bend and put some pressure around it, like the foot around it. So yeah, hopefully physio will help me. So I'm off to go do that right now, and I'll talk to you guys later. So today I'm going to do a day in the life type of video. So first in the morning I wake up, I do whatever steps I can around the house, I go to the gym, I do my cardio, come back home, shower, get ready, and then I start my meal prep. So today is Friday, and Farron's actually working on Saturday, so I'm going to meal prep all his meals for him. I cook his chicken fresh every single day in the air fryer, and the beef I cook 2 days at a time because he only gets one beef meal. So Farron likes his beef meal to be in meatball form. So what I do is I weigh out the beef and add some seasonings in it and mix it up, and then roll it into balls and put it in the air fryer for about 8 minutes at 390, and they come out really juicy and crispy on the outside. So these are the two seasonings I use for the meatballs. I got the Chipotle seasoning and the Joe Beef barbecue seasoning. This one I do weigh out just because Farron sits in a machine all day, so he doesn't get many steps, and yeah, we kind of want to measure the sodium that he eats. So I just put a 1/4 teaspoon per pound, or per 200 grams. So there's 400 grams in here. I put 2 of these. And the Chipotle I don't really measure, I just kind of put a good amount on there. And then I just get right in there. The key to this being good is actually mixing it properly, because if you don't mix it properly, you're gonna get a chunk with a bunch of seasoning. We get all our beef and our chicken from the butcher shop. I think the butcher shop's name is just the butcher. It's in Langley. I think it's, if you search the butcher Langley on Instagram, you'll find them. But yeah, I really like them. Good people, good quality meat. So I think this is extra lean that we buy. There are certain things that I don't really care to spend money on, like oats and rice, like the basic stuff. I'm not going to spend money on. Just get whatever is on sale or whatever is cheaper. But things like our proteins, I always opt for the good quality protein. Same with our eggs. We get our eggs like from a farm in Abbotsford. So since this is 2 meals, I make sure to weigh out each meal's worth. And then I just make this into 4. So this is for 1 meal. I don't really weigh the meatballs because I'm not about to, you know, spend time weighing out 8 perfect 50-gram portions, but I just kind of split it in half twice, so they're pretty much the same. There's 4. So that's the butcher shop we go to in Langley if you guys want to check it out, if you're close by. Really good quality. One thing I do with the carbs is I pre-cook them for 3 days at a time because Farron only gets 50 grams of rice per day. So to cook that in this big rice cooker, it's not going to make sense. It's just going to burn all up on the bottom of the rice cooker. So what I do is I just cook 3 portions at once, dry weight, and then divide that by 3, and that's 3 days worth. And I do the same thing with the potatoes. He gets 1 potato meal. So we just use frozen peas. So we do use frozen stuff sometimes, like peas, berries, things like that, because it's honestly cheaper to just buy those big bags at Costco. And like we don't eat enough of the same veggies and the same fruits every day to get a bunch of fresh stuff from the grocery store. Like it's just gonna go bad, and it's just a nuisance having to go back all the time. So yeah, some things frozen is the way to go for us, at least. So the meatballs are done. That's how they look, looking crispy. I personally don't eat these because I prefer ground beef. So I just cook like pounded ground beef for myself, but Farron absolutely loves these. They stay really juicy, so they're good for on-the-go travel meal. So one thing we do buy fresh is zucchini because we make zucchini noodles with this spiralizer. So yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Usually it takes me a few minutes to get 300 grams in here, but it's worth it. Especially if you're in prep. You want your food to taste good. You just gotta put in the extra effort, make it taste nice, and it'll make your prep and your meals a whole lot more enjoyable. This is the best part. Just leaves a little core. I'm a child. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna put some freshly ground black pepper on here, and we're gonna let it cook for a few minutes. So Farron's meals are done. Look how sad these 0-carb meals are. Just chicken and zucchini, beef and zucchini. But you know, my man's leaning out, so you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I've just been so bad with filming for YouTube. I haven't filmed since last Friday. It is now Wednesday. So I've just been having a hard time remembering to pick up the camera every time I'm doing something interesting. And I just gotta get better at picking up the camera. Right now, I am going out to Abbotsford. I'm going to take a look at an electric vehicle. Just been thinking of making the switch to electric just because the gas prices are absolutely nuts. I haven't decided yet if I would want a new one or a used one, because if you get the new one, you can get the $9,000 rebate from the government. But also used ones are cheaper, and I have found some with very low kilometers, like between 20 and 30,000 kilometers. So right now I'm just gonna go take a look at one, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. It's a Ford Mach-E, yeah. So I have a bunch on my list that I want to check out. I'm not just gonna jump into one, but I kind of want to see if it would be worth it for me, because I still owe like $13,000 on my current car, my Volkswagen Jetta. It's a 2015, so it works fine. I'm just contemplating making the switch to electric. So I did end up getting that electric vehicle the same day. It's the 2022 Ford Mustang Mach-E. It was a used one, but it only has 25,000 kilometers on it, and it's just as good as new for me. Honestly, the reason why I got used was because it was the best deal. Even if I were to buy a newer one, even with the government rebate, it would have been more, and that's just not in my budget right now. So I was looking for something that I can afford that was either the same payments that I have now or less. So this is actually better, because this is less than what I would be paying for my monthly payments before, and with gas altogether. So I think it's going to be worth it, honestly. This was the first time I bought a car where I didn't feel like a weird, unsure feeling in my stomach. You know, when you invest in something for long term and you're kind of unsure about it, but you think it's the right decision, but you just have like a little bit of doubt in the back of your mind. I didn't have that at all. It was the calmest experience I ever had buying a vehicle. It just felt right. Everything about the decision just, it was kind of like a relief, because I'm thinking like, okay, how long is my Jetta gonna last me? It was already not the greatest, at least for it being a 2015. You'd expect it to be still running pretty well, but I was having like some issues here and there, nothing major, like nothing that would make me wanna like get a new vehicle right away. I would have probably stayed in my old Jetta if my boyfriend hadn't mentioned that I should look into a electric vehicle because of the government rebate. So I probably would have rode it out in my Jetta for another like 2.5 years until it was paid off. But honestly, I couldn't wait until it was paid off so I could change and get a different one, because it wasn't the greatest car I've had. I'll just say that. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. Right now I am just heading out. I'll be going to the gym, Maybe I'll film some of that for you guys. Otherwise, this might just be the end of the video, just because I feel like I haven't gotten a video out in like a week, and I kind of want this to be like a once a week kind of thing. So yeah, we'll see. If this is the ending, we'll see you in the next video. If this is not the ending, then I'll see you in the next clip.